Hi, I'm Anya. I'm the Project Director at Africa A+. This is the second year of Africa A+ schools, and we have kicked off with 5 days of professional development for our new schools, and at the same time we're running a 3-day professional development for our returning schools. We now have 6 schools in the Africa A+ stable. We're really proud of them. Africa A+, what does the A stand for? Not academic. Right. The A stands for arts, and the plus is for enriched. How does the arts link to education? Where's the connection? Well, the arts are a tool that we use to realize curriculum outcomes and aims. It turns education into a joyful experience for educators and for children. So, when we do music, we can learn about mathematics, we can learn about geometry, pattern, coordination, listening skills, and all we've done is dance for 20 minutes. With arts, we can learn about shape and form and size. And it's all done while we are painting and drawing and colouring.
Hi, my name is Kimberley and I'm a teacher at Fisher Pre-Primary School. I haven't taught before. This is my first year teaching, my first job teaching. So being in this environment has been really enriching for me because it's all brand new and it's all really exciting. And it's nice to draw from other people's ideas. Everything that I've learned here this week I'm going to be taking back with me and implementing in my planning and with the kids. And I'm a very creative person, so this is absolutely down my street. I love it.
I'm working with new schools coming in on year 2, and it's another great group of schools, and it's very exciting to see their interest. The difference for me personally is that this year we're asking the Africa A+ fellows to take on more of a leadership role in the facilitation. Last year, the Oklahoma team facilitated, and Africa A+ fellows had the opportunity to really observe and watch and participate and learn. This year, we're asking them to co-facilitate with us.
My name is Tahierah. I volunteer at ABCP Primary School. I came to A+ the beginning of last year, and I was actually surprised by the approach they had, because I thought, a normal workshop would be sit at a desk and you just listen to the person speaking, but we actually interacted into what they want, what they were trying to teach us. And coming back this week, it's actually been refreshing, because you never forget what you did, because you lived in the moment. So it's actually, I can see how to help a child, because you can only teach if you know yourself the experience of what it's like.
So everything that goes on here is about experiential learning. It looks like a lot of fun, but behind the fun is a very serious intent.
What's been wonderful to observe is the schools, and how in the beginning the individual school teams were very tight and there wasn't much socializing going on. Now the schools they're sitting at each other's tables. I see sitting on the couch, I see people one from each school, and they're chatting, and I think that is a really powerful part of what A+ is doing, is we're starting to build a bigger community. And the theme of our workshop is community, and it's been really nice for me to observe that community growing and sort of binding better.
I'm seeing people who've taught children and early childhood for many years, and having been a lecturer at tertiary level, to see the foundations that are being laid for a lifelong learner is it's magic. It's an extraordinarily powerful process, and I have huge respect. I mean, you think it gets easier and easier the younger the children are. It isn't. You're working with the biggest concepts. But people are saying that the change will come in early childhood, that if we give a good base, that child will go for 12 years through school with an advantage.
The A+ program is different from other programs in many ways. One is that it's not a prescription. You don't read from a script. You don't have to follow step by step. You develop and create what your students need to help them grow and be nurtured not only in academics but also in the arts, and to develop them to be the citizens of the future.
In my work, it's about showing the teachers that how do we use creative movement and dance, how do we connect with it first with themselves, how do they connect with their inner dancer to be able to share it with the children, but first of all they need to find out that they actually have an inner dancer, because a lot of them didn't think that they could dance. And so my work is to help them connect with the dance, creative movement, and then to speak to them about how you can make links with the curriculum.
Dance could actually bring your whole personality out. Like if you're a shy person and you don't like to express your feelings and your emotions and all those things. If you are dancing, you as a teacher could see, no, that child, he loves dancing, so he expresses himself by dancing.
And then the third workshop I did was Indigenous Games. Was about how do we reconnect with the Indigenous games that we played as young people, as children, and to really look at them, to play with them again, connect with the Indigenous games again, and then ask the question, how can we apply these games to the little children that we teach?
The Indigenous games, there are different games we used to play when we were kids, but now I see that it also helps with our children, because some children are so shy, they cannot talk in class. When we are engaged in a topic, they don't talk, but when they are outside, because they are playing while they are learning, they are not aware that they are learning.
But it's really wonderful because playing Indigenous games automatically connects you to your heritage. As the teachers, when they played it here, their feedback was, I have reconnected with my childhood. They all automatically began to speak in their home language, immediately, you know? And so we need to be able to pass on that heritage and that sense of identity to our children. They need to grow up. So we need to really bring back those Indigenous games into the schools. It helps with the curriculum. It helps with teaching maths, coordination, balance, teamwork, all of that. And at the same time, it helps to reconnect our children and us with our heritage.
The collaboration element was something that's really sort of stuck out for me, because I think that that kind of sets sort of a tone for the school, and it helps with everybody working together from a teamwork point of view, and everybody having sort of a similar ethos, and then it sort of comes across to the parents as well, when everybody's sort of thinking and have the same vision and they're moving in the same way. So I think that that's what we're going to take back to the school. I think we're all on the same page in a way, and we're going to move forward together.
It was a sacrifice coming here during the holidays, but it's really been phenomenal in terms of the things that I've learned, in terms of the networking that we've done, and the people that I've met have just been so awesome.
Now, in 2017, we're 2 years in to the process, and it looks the way it needs to look in South Africa. The schools here are just as committed to providing those 8 A+ essentials to their students, but it can look the way it needs to for South Africa. We've had a delightful time here, and it's thrilling to see teachers here embracing and administrators embracing these same commitments that have worked for us in the United States and in Oklahoma. It's wonderful to be here.